After a few hours of travel, the group arrives at Alfredo's house, and the man rushes to check that his wife is all right. At this point, Juan says goodbye to the friends he met at church, and Omar decides to join him on his mission to find his daughter. However, when he enters the house, the man sees Clara and is relieved to discover that his daughter is alive. When asked how she managed to get there, Clara reveals that she remembered the card game night where her father always got together to play with his friends on weekends. That night, Juan and Elena spend the night with their daughter. Meanwhile, Alfredo talks to his neighbor about the monsters he's seen scattered around the city and says that everyone needs to leave as soon as possible. At this point, one of the neighbors suggests an exchange and says that he will give up his trailer so that Alfredo and his family can leave. In return, Roberto will keep his house. After consulting with his wife, Alfredo accepts the deal, and they all get into the trailer to drive away behind the vehicle that Eninga is driving. Alfredo's plan is to take all those people to his house on an island near the city. But Eninga and Omar are planning to make their way to Campo Deo, where the military are gathering as many survivors as possible. During the trip, Clara wakes up and reveals that she was at Lai's house with Todd before going to Alfredo's house. However, the man finds this information strange as he knows that she borrowed his boat to go sailing with her friends. After a few hours on the road, the group spots a shopping center full of people and decides to approach carefully to investigate. As he enters the garage, Juan sees Bobby and Mickey, and they explain that the place has become a refuge for survivors. That evening, when everyone is gathered for dinner, Mickey comes up to talk to Clara, and the young woman starts acting very strangely. When they realize that their daughter is not well, Elena and Juan try to calm her down and take her to a quiet place so that she can rest. At this point, Alfredo approaches and says that Clara was lying when she said she didn't take the boat because her signature was in the logbook. The next morning, the survivors wake up to good news. The snow that wiped out millions of people has stopped falling. At that moment, everyone is happily celebrating the fact that they are still alive, and suddenly a group of masked men appears. Seeing all those people outside, the men get out of the vehicle and start shooting. When he discovers that Anna and Inga are trapped outside, Alfredo immediately goes after his wife, and Juan helps him get rid of the gunman. After checking that his wife is all right, Alfredo hears Tony's screams and runs to him to find out what's going on. Just then, they find Mickey, who has been shot, and Elena tries to stop the bleeding. Suddenly, Lucas appears in the company of a large group of soldiers who are there to take the survivors to Campo Deo. When asked how he found those soldiers, Lucas reveals that he can't remember, and Juan realizes that he has lost his memory just like Clara. Despite being seriously injured,